Hi everyone, it's Emily from the Wellington County Museum and Archives with our next installment of our Museum on Your Doorstep program. Today we're making our very own caterpillars, so grab your kits and let's get started. So these are the supplies that you're going to need to make your very own caterpillar. In your kit, you'll find a leaf template that looks a little bit like this. You'll also find some green construction paper, some googly eyes, a little piece of pipe cleaner, and some pom-poms. And then at home, you'll need to find a few things so we can put it all together. You'll need to find a pair of scissors, a marker, a pen or a pencil. You'll also need to find some glue. Now, this craft works really well with white glue, but if you also just have a glue stick at home, that'll work just fine as well. And if you have a hole punch at home, just like this, a single hole punch, you can also grab that too, but you don't need it to finish the craft. It's an optional thing that you can do. So our very first step to make our caterpillar is we're going to cut out this leaf template here. So you can take your glue and your hole punch, your pom-poms, your pipe cleaner, your googly eyes, all of this stuff, your green construction paper, your marker, and just put it off to the side for now. With your scissors, you can follow the black line of the leaf all the way around and cut that part out. Once you've done that, you're then going to trace it onto your piece of green construction paper using your pen or your pencil that you have at home. Now, I've already gone ahead and done this part, so you can pause the video here and complete this step before we move on to the next thing. Welcome back. Now you've finished cutting out your leaf. It should look a little bit like this. The next thing that you can do is you can take that marker, and we're going to start by adding some leafy veins onto our leaf here. So you can do whatever you would like. I'm going to add one just down the middle, and I'm going to curve it just a little bit to give it a little bit of dimension, just like this. And then I'm going to add a couple at the side here. Just like so, and a few others on the other side, just like this. Okay, perfect. Now you can put your marker off to the side, and our next step is if you have that single hole punch with you, we can add a little bit of hole punches around the leaf too, as if our caterpillar is having a little snack. He's eating our leaf. So I'm going to add a hole right about here, and I'm going to give it a little poke with the end of my pen. There we go. And maybe I'll put another one over on this side, and I'm going to put another one here, maybe some over here. You can do as many as you like, as if our caterpillar has had a little bit of a meal, so it looks a little bit like this. All right, our leaf is done. Now we're going to start putting our caterpillar together. So we're going to need those pom-poms, we're going to need the pipe cleaner, we're going to need our googly eyes, and we're going to need the glue. So have a look at your pom-poms here, and you can pick what order you want them to go in. I think I'm going to have the blue one up at the top for his head, and then I think I'm going to put our pink one, our yellow one, and our green one, just like this, okay? So now that I've decided that the blue one is going to be the head of my caterpillar, I'm going to add 2 dots of glue on one side and glue on our googly eyes. So I'm going to bring my glue over, add a couple dots, and I'm going to attach the googly eyes. Now you might find that you need to pinch these a little bit or press them down so that they're going to stick, just like this. Now we have our eyes. Now on the other side of his head, we're going to take our pipe cleaner and we're going to make some antennas. I'm going to take this pipe cleaner and I'm going to, at the middle point, fold it just like so, to make a V shape. And now at the center of the V, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And then I'm going to put this onto the other side of his head, onto the back of his head. I'm going to pinch again to make sure that it's going to stick for us. There we go. Here we have our head with little antennas and some eyes. Now we're going to decide where we want our head to rest on the leaf. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom. And I'm going to put his head right about here on the leaf. So I'm going to press it down onto that leaf, just like so. If your antennas or your eyes are starting to fall off a little bit, you can stop here and just hold on to them to make sure that they're going to stay. My eye just fell off a little bit, so I'm going to add a little bit more glue. I'm going to fix our eyes. And then I'm going to put a little bit more glue here for his head. And I'm going to glue this down. So I'm going to pause here and hold this for and wait for it to dry before we move on to our next pom-poms. So now we've let the head of our caterpillar dry a little bit. It's time to add the rest of the pom-poms to finish his body. So I've already added my pink and yellow pom-poms here, and all I've done is I've just put a little bit of glue on the leaf and put the pom-pom over top. I'm going to do the same with my last one with my green pom-pom. I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and then I'm going to put this pom-pom down and press and hold it so that it sticks. Now as you're going, you want your pom-poms to be lined up a little bit side by side, just like so, so that it looks like our caterpillar body. Here we are. Now we're going to wait for it to dry, and then we've finished our very own caterpillar. Thanks for joining us on our Museum on Your Doorstep program this week. Check out our museum website for more sessions that are upcoming throughout May and June. Our website is www.wellington.ca/museum, and we hope to see you again next time.